What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today we've got the ultimate guide to counting calories and macros. In one of my last videos I taught you how you can figure out how many calories you need, how many grams of protein, how many grams of fat, and how many grams of carbs. And today I'm gonna teach you how to apply that in practice. So first you're gonna have to watch that video, and then you can come back here and I'm gonna answer the most asked questions about counting calories and macros. But first, if you don't know me, my name is Rafael, I'm Portuguese, I'm a vegan bodybuilder, I've been vegan for about 5 years, and I'm the author of the book Vegan Health and Fitness in Portuguese and hopefully in English by the end of the year. So after you get the numbers from the other video, you're gonna need an app to track your food intake, to track your calories, macros, and all of that. And there's two main apps to do that. MyFitnessPal, it's the most used one by bodybuilders and athletes and all of that. And then there's Cronometer. Cronometer has really been coming up the last couple of years, and in my opinion it's just the best app. Nothing compares to it because it controls everything: the calories, the macronutrients, the amino acids, the fatty acids, all the vitamins, all the minerals. And the other apps actually just focus on calories and macronutrients, and they have some vitamins, but it's not really in depth. So I really recommend you to use Cronometer, and you can sign up with the link down below, and it's totally free. I'm gonna show you in my phone how you can input your values. So basically this is the screen when you open the app, and you're gonna have to come to settings. You're gonna have to go down to targets, macronutrient targets. You're gonna have to put these settings here, fixed values, okay, fixed values. Then you're gonna go down and you're gonna put the calories, the protein, the carbs, and the fat that you want to eat. It's just as simple as that. After that, you're gonna come here, and when you want to add a food, you're gonna hit plus, add food, and let's say I want to add soy milk, 150 grams of soy milk, add, and it's already here. Then if you tap above, you're gonna go to the daily report, and it will give you your daily report: the energy, the protein, the carbs, the fat, all the vitamins, all the minerals, the fatty acids. You got the distinction between omega-3s and omega-6s, which is really cool. You got the cholesterol, all of that, and you got all the amino acids. So it's as simple as that. You're just gonna have to keep adding more foods after eating them, and that's pretty much it. It's really simple. There's also an option to scan food with a barcode, but this really only works for processed foods, which you shouldn't be eating anyway, so no problem here. So as you can see, that's pretty simple, but a lot of questions usually come up. So the first question, the most asked question, is: should I weigh my food raw or after cooking? And it depends. Mostly you should weigh your food raw. I like to weigh my rice, my oats, and my pasta and all of that raw because it's just more certain. If you weigh them after cooking, the weight will depend on how much water you added, and water doesn't really have any calories, so it can make a big difference there. So try to weigh everything raw. When you can't weigh it raw, you can introduce it in the app cooked. For example, with beans, usually I try to use dry raw beans even after soaking, because I just can control it the better, and I try to eat 100 grams, between 80 and 100 grams of dry raw beans per meal. But if I'm using cooked beans, it's very easy. I just go here and add canned beans because it's gonna be pretty much the same. And you also have that option for all of the other foods. You can add cooked rice, you can add cooked pasta, but try to weigh it raw just to make sure. Okay, and the second question: how do I weigh my food if I'm making a recipe with lots of different ingredients? It's gonna be really hard to know how many grams of each are in the meal. Well, that's actually not that hard, because you should weigh everything raw and then just divide the amount of the ingredients by the amount of meals you're gonna have. Imagine you're cooking a meal prep for 4 meals and you wanna have 100 grams of dry rice, raw rice, per meal. Before cooking, you're gonna weigh 400 grams of raw rice, and then you're just gonna split it evenly for 4 meals. You don't have to weigh it again. You can just look at it and say, okay, this is kind of 4 portions with similar size, so that's okay. Maybe you're gonna have extra 10 grams in one, maybe you're gonna have less 10 grams in another one, but at the end it will all come together because you just cooked 400 grams. And it's the same for every single ingredient. You can also do that with the veggies, with the legumes, and all of that. Okay, now for the third question, what if I'm cooking for more than one, which most people actually are? How do I weigh my food? Well, you can weigh it after cooking, okay? And the second option is the one that I use. For example, if I'm cooking for me and for my girlfriend, let's say I know I want 100 grams of pasta and she only eats 75 grams of pasta, weighted raw. I'm gonna weigh 175 grams raw. And then after cooking, I'm just gonna look at everything that we cooked and I'm gonna try to split it in the right proportion. So 100 grams for me, 75 grams for her. You're not gonna be right on the spot, but after a while you get used to it, and the more you count calories, the more you weight your food, the better you'll get at estimating how many calories you need. And most of the time, if you're not having huge diet changes from one day to another, you don't even have to weigh or track your calories every single day, because you're just gonna know the portions. Okay, and for the next question, how do I track my calories when I'm eating out or eating at a friend? Well, it depends. Some restaurants actually give you a good estimate of how many calories is there in your food. Like, for example, all the fast food restaurants like Burger King, McDonald's and all of that do have that option, and you can actually find them in the app. If you're eating in another type of restaurant, you're gonna have to estimate the calories that you are eating. It's that simple. Do the best that you can do each day. Just remember that most foods in the restaurants actually have more oil and more fat than if you cook them at home, so keep that in mind and maybe put an extra 50 or 100 calories in that meal. But yeah, just do the best that you can, and if you're eating out once or twice a week, just don't worry too much about it. Alright, and that's pretty much it for the main questions about counting macros. If you watched the previous video and this one, you're gonna have everything that you need to know in order to lose or gain weight, so hopefully this helped you. If it did, leave a like and a comment for the YouTube algorithm so this can reach more people, and maybe share it with a friend. As always, if you want to support a small YouTuber that doesn't even have ads on the channel, you can use my code RP5 to get 10% off on everything from the Vivo Life store, the best supplements in the world. So I'm gonna see you all in the next video.